Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for Capricorn for February 2026. May or may not resonate. I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Murray, and Joel or Joel. The Book of Soul by Ab Soul is what I'm hearing. Grief could be a factor. Capricorn, grief. Like missing something or someone. I think there's been this accident here that's become very humbling. Or somebody that may have birthed a child or children with disabilities. And this is to really like humble them, slow their life down, and teach them how to take care of another or others, how to prioritize another or others' needs before their own. Jessica. I think this individual is in a place where they've been carrying a burden, like the weight of the world on them. But it's because of a child or children or childbirth and disabilities. And it's almost like just refusing to accept that their child has a disability, their children have disabilities, trying to force them to function in society as if they are highly functional would be crazy. Tisha, Janae, Shanae, Sante, Sade. So it's just one of these situations to where I think this person just has to accept the fact that whoever they're dealing with has a learning disability, or like they have issues, and it feels like cognitive issues or something like that, even if it's themselves. Chantel, it's like they have some type of learning issues, or like I said, cognitive issues or something. It's something here to where their mind and is still on the level of a child, or maybe below the level it should be on at their age. Shanae. So it's like they still think like a child, act like a child, talk like a child, walk like a child, maybe behave like a child, you know what I mean? Or a lot younger than they're supposed to behave. They think a lot younger than they're supposed to think, all of that type of stuff. Tyler. But it's because they have like a learning disability or something like that. Tian is what I'm hearing. I think there's this steward. There's this rejection that's been a factor here, or a fear of rejection that's been a factor. And that's why this person has been neglecting their child or children's needs, academically, or what would you call it? Like, it really feels like on a cognitive level. Like, you don't want to take them to go get help because you're refusing to accept the fact that they have a learning disability, or they have some type of disability. Something is off, and not getting them the help, not intervening early, only delays the progress. You know what I mean? So it's like the sooner that you can intervene in this situation to say, hey, something is wrong here, something is going on here, the better things will be in the end, and that has to be understood. Like, intervention has to take place now to prevent this from being a problem later on in life, Tyler, toddler. So again, this person may be very young. So it's like, okay, let's get them the help that they need before they get too old to be able to receive the help, or before it's too late. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like my oldest was an extreme preemie. So like physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, like we went through all of that. Do you hear me? I mean, before she could walk, we started all of them therapies. You hear me? So it's like now, like at her age, she's completely caught up with kids her age. She makes honor roll. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would never know that she went through all of that unless I tell you. You get what I'm saying? Unless you know her story, unless you know our history and stuff. So it's like, if I would have never got her the help, you know what I mean? If we would have never had the resources to get the help that we needed to make sure that she was walking and talking and running and playing and thinking and everything else on the same level as the kids her age, you know, implementing things within the schools and all of that type of stuff to make sure that she has the reinforcements that she needs to make sure that she can keep up, or to make sure that she catches up if she is behind. What had to be put in place early? You hear me? So it's like that stuff. I watched those that type of assistance really make a difference in my own child. So it's like, I don't know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, if you need the help, go get the help. You get what I'm saying? Because as parents, it's like, don't none of us want anything to be wrong with our kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, none of us want anything to be wrong with our kids, but sometimes shit just don't be like that. You get what I'm saying? Shit just do not be like that. And the earlier that we can get them the help that they need, the easier it'll make life for everybody. You get what I'm saying? So I think there needs to be some type of intervention here, Capricorn, where it's like, hey, such and such has something wrong with them. Such and such is dealing with this. Such and such is dealing with that. You get what I'm saying? Whatever these things are, it's like acknowledging this early. You get what I'm saying? Acknowledging this stuff early. I don't care if it's mental health issues. Like, acknowledging these things very, very early will help prevent this from, I guess, progressing in a negative manner. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to get worse here. We can improve things. We can implement something here to make sure that there's preventative measures, okay, to keep things from escalating. And I think that's what is necessary. Somebody just needs the reinforcements to kind of like cater to their learning disabilities or their cognitive issues or their emotional instability, their emotional issues, or, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, whatever this is, their mental health issues, they just need like a something here to where it's like, we got this, we got this, we got this under control, you know, whatever this is. And I think a lot of it is really just like understanding what the triggers are for real. Because this feels like somebody that's like anti or active, or dealing with somebody that may be like they may have like a drug addict as a parent. So it's like, whatever that was back there, they got to accept that. Like, they was having sex with somebody that was on drugs, or they had their kids and they was doing drugs while they was conceiving their children. You get what I'm saying? Whatever this is, or illnesses and diseases that they may have had and could have potentially passed along to their child or children that they have not revealed to their child or children. And it's like, you need to tell your kids that they got that shit just like you. You get what I'm saying? You need to tell your kids that you ain't the only one that's suffering from these illnesses, these diseases, or whatever this is. You know, Keisha, they need to tell the people that they birthed, or the person they birthed, that they have something that they have. They're a carrier of something that they have, or that they have the potential to be impacted by their life decisions. You get what I'm saying? In some type of way. But a lot of this feels like it's tied into school and academics and learning, you know? Something is off here. Something is off here. Kiera. Something is off here. Yay high is what I'm hearing. Yanni, Yanni. I think they just need to apologize. You know, they're getting angry with people for telling them like, hey, I think you need to go get them some help. But I think you need to intervene, whatever it is, but it's necessary. Like, this intervention is so necessary. And I think this person is just insecure because they don't want to accept the fact that their child or children is not telling the truth. Okay? And their lies are making people very angry and aggressive and potentially volatile. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, let's nip this in the bud. Such and such is a liar and they're antagonizing people. So let's stop this right now before they hurt you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Let's stop this right now before they hurt these people or this person. Like whatever this is, it's like, let's stop this right now because this individual is in a place to where they are antagonizing somebody into hurting them, into retaliating, into becoming an angry, aggressive, mean, hateful individual. Tyler, and it's just the truth. Like, we got to cut this out. We got to get them. We got to get him. We got to get her. Like, literally. And a lot of this is just because they pushing somebody's buttons and pushing and pushing and pushing these people or this person into retaliation, you know? And it feels like their child. Like, even if this is your adult child, it's like they fucking with your kid, bro. They fucking with your kid to the point that it's almost like your kid about to fuck them up. Keela. Like, you got to accept this for what it is. Like, this person, there needs to be intervention, ducks, because this person is about to flip around. You get what I'm saying? It's like they about to do a 180 here. So it's like, I think you better stop. I think y'all should stop. I think everybody should stop. Shakira. Thank you so much.